Alfa Romeo, a name that carries more than a century of Italian passion, elegance, and performance. In 2025, the iconic automaker celebrated its 115th anniversary, and the birthday bash was every bit as dramatic, stylish, and emotional as you'd expect from a brand that has defined automotive artistry for generations. The event, called Macchinissima III, took place in Los Angeles, transforming the city's industrial heart into a vibrant playground for car lovers, designers, and dreamers alike. Picture this. Under dazzling lights and a mirror-like reflective ball hanging from the ceiling, the all-new Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale sat surrounded by a sea of red, the color of Italian racing heritage. The butterfly doors of the supercar opened like wings, and a crowd of enthusiasts swarmed to admire every curve, every detail, every breath of this living sculpture. This wasn't just a car show. It was a festival of passion. But before we dive deeper, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends who love cars and Italian design as much as we do. Your support really helps us bring you more amazing automotive stories from around the world. Back to Alfa Romeo's big day. The celebration was more than just about the future, it was about reflecting on a glorious past. Macchinnissima's curators set the stage beautifully. Classic machines surrounded the latest 33 Stradale, a 1931 Alfa Romeo 6C 1750 Gran Sport Spider by Zagato and a 1957 Alfa Romeo 1900 SSC stood proudly beside their modern descendant. Together, they told a story spanning generations, the evolution of Italian speed and soul. All around, car enthusiasts, collectors, and even people from the world of art and fashion gathered to pay tribute to a brand that has always been more than metal and rubber, it's emotion in motion. In another part of the show, vintage Ferraris, Maseratis, and Lancias joined the mix, turning the venue into a living museum of automotive beauty. Among the rare treasures was a Ferrari 250 TDF, a Maserati A6G Berlinetta, and even a Vespa Ciao owned by one of the event's organizers, Dorian Valenzuela. Valenzuela, along with his partners Mike Baum and Bronson Page, designed Macchinissima to be different from typical car shows. They didn't want an exclusive event for the elite. They wanted something fun, bold, and even a little cheeky. That's why, inside what they called the Red Room, you could find a massive printout of the Overlook Hotel's elevator doors from the shining and walls covered with pages repeating, "All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy." It was playful, cinematic, and wonderfully Italian in spirit, blending art, nostalgia, and humor with automotive passion. Outside, the event continued with an eclectic mix of vehicles and people. A safari-prepped Alfa GTV 2000 rested on dusty ground beside a tent filled with treasures like a Lancia Lambda and a Giulietta Sprint Veloce. Every angle of the event told a story of Italy's motoring past, reflected through the lens of the present. A Ferrari Dino 246 GT stood opposite a Ferrari 296 GTB, while two Lamborghini Miuras faced off against a modern Rivuelto V12 flagship, past and future in perfect harmony. Across another hall, a Technicolor explosion of Italian design greeted visitors. The bold lines of a Ferrari 512 BBI, the unique shape of a Lancia Fulvia Sport Zagato, and the muscular stance of a Maserati Ghibli stood proudly. Even a rare Pegaso Z102, a Spanish-built coupe designed by former Alfa Romeo engineer Wilfredo Ricart, was displayed, a subtle wink to those who truly knew their automotive history. But Macchinissima wasn't just about looking. It was about feeling. A DJ spun mixes of Italo disco, house, and punk while guests enjoyed pizza, espresso, and Italian cocktails. You could see a Lamborghini Gallardo owner popping open a bottle of Prosecco from his car's frunk, pouring glasses for his friends under the California sky. That's the beauty of this event. It was about community, joy, and shared admiration for design and motion. And don't forget, if you're enjoying this journey through Alfa Romeo's world, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. It really helps us grow our channel and keeps us inspired to bring more automotive stories like this one. Now, let's talk about the future. For Alfa Romeo, this party wasn't just a look back, it was a statement of intent. When the automaker officially sponsored the event, it chose Macchinissima III as the US debut for its newest supercar, the Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale. Only 33 examples of this breathtaking machine will ever be built. It's a tribute to the 1968 Tipo 33 Stradale, often regarded as one of the most beautiful cars ever made. The new version can be configured as a fully electric hypercar or with a twin-turbocharged V6 engine related to the Maserati MC20's powerplant. Dorian Valenzuela, who organized the event, summed it up perfectly. In a world where nothing feels surprising anymore, Alfa still managed to create something that made people stop and say, wow. That's the power of Alfa Romeo. It's not just about speed, it's about stirring the soul. Of course, Alfa's modern lineup was also there. The Giulia sedan, Stevio SUV, and Tonale hybrid stood alongside the classics. They represent Alfa's current chapter in the automotive world. But as beautiful and capable as they are, many fans agree that Alfa needs a new spark, something to reignite the excitement that once defined the brand during the era of the 4C sports car. It's been nearly a decade since the Giulia and Stevio were introduced, and while both models brought driving pleasure back to the brand, the automotive landscape has changed rapidly. Electrification, autonomy, and sustainability now dominate the conversation. Alfa has been slower to adapt than some of its rivals, but it's not giving up. The company is working on all-electric models, starting with a compact SUV that was initially going to be named the Alfa Romeo Milano. However, due to Italian government regulations, the name had to be dropped because the SUV will be built in Poland. It's a small hiccup in what could become Alfa's new beginning. In a quiet corner of the Macchinissima venue sat a 1971 Alfa Romeo Junior Zagato, a reminder of how far Alfa's design language has come and how much it has inspired over the years. This old masterpiece stood beside the idea of a new electric junior SUV, connecting generations with a shared philosophy, innovation with emotion. And while Alfa Romeo might not enjoy the same mass-market success as some of its luxury rivals, it remains a brand that people feel. It's about emotion before logic, art before science. The 115th anniversary wasn't just a party, it was proof that Alfa still has something most carmakers lost long ago: soul. As the night went on, music echoed through the venue, lights reflected off polished chrome, and stories of the past mingled with dreams of the future. Guests danced, laughed, and toasted to the next 115 years of Alfa Romeo. The team behind Macchinissima vowed to keep this unique celebration alive, with fashion, motorcycles, and music continuing to play key roles in upcoming editions. Valenzuela put it best when he said, "We want to focus on quality over growth. We don't want to grow if it means losing the soul of the show." That's a philosophy Alfa Romeo itself could live by, staying true to beauty, craftsmanship, and emotion even in a changing world. So, as Alfa Romeo navigates the road ahead, electrified, digital, and unpredictable, one thing remains certain: no one builds passion on four wheels quite like the Italians. The brand that gave us the 6C, the Giulia, and now the new 33 Stradale continues to remind us why we fall in love with cars in the first place. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story about Alfa Romeo's 115th anniversary celebration, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your fellow car enthusiasts. Your support helps us keep exploring the world of cars, design, and culture, one incredible story at a time. Because at the end of the day, Alfa Romeo isn't just about cars, it's about passion, people, and the pursuit of beauty. And that, my friends, will never go out of style.